Alright, now let me just show you how to create CRUD operation using Laravel. So here we'll just see how to insert data and how to view data, the inserted data. So only the two part, not the update and edit one. We'll just focus on create and view. So now you see this is the view part, which you can see in the form of table. Now here you can upload the image and view the image. So let me just upload or insert some data. This is the name of the pizza and the description. You can give anything. So the price of the small is 90, 120 and 150, and the category of the pizza is the non-vegetarian, and you can upload the image. Let me just upload this some thumbnail and click on save. Once you click on save, you'll be redirected to the view part. Here you have written the name, the description, the price and the category along with the thumbnail. So this is what we are going to create in this video. Now first thing first, let me just cancel the running server. Let me get back to the Laravel directory, change directory. So now in the now I'm the Laravel project. So XAMPP htdocs Laravel projects. We are just going to create pizza shop. In this case I'm going to stick with the Laravel version 8.6.3. click enter. It would take some time, and if you just see on the htdocs Laravel projects, the pizza shop is already created and the files are already populated. Now let's just wait till the download is complete. So before that, you can see you can log out and log in again. The server is closed, that's why you could not see. So I have created a user registration as well. So here we are going to see three parts. The first one is user registration, the second one is insert data, and the third one is view data. Now the Laravel download is complete. Let me just open that directory, change directory. I think it's not allowing me to type. Change directory, and it's pizza shop. And now inside the pizza shop I want to install the composer Laravel UI. So this is the command, and I am installing the Laravel UI package. Again we have to wait for some more time to get downloaded, and after it downloaded we have to install the bootstrap for Laravel. So now what we need to do is we have to install the bootstrap as well. Click enter. Now it says please run npm install and npm run dev. Now we can run our command php and php artisan serve. Make sure you are inside your project, serv. Click enter, and there should be a IP address, and you can see if I click on login you should see the form. It's not working, and if you click on register again it's not working. Now you should type one more command for npm, which I have already done. I think it's npm run dev. Control C, npm run dev. Once you see this, you can now use php artisan serve. Now you would be able to see the complete form. Login, you can see login is also working. Click on register is also working. Now we need to create a database, localhost php myadmin. Make sure your XAMPP is working, MySQL is working. Now create a new database called pizza2, because there is already a database named pizza, PIZZA2. Click on create, and now once your I'm going to close the server, and once you're inside the Laravel folder, just type code and dot. This will load the Visual Studio Code. This will open the Visual Studio Code and load your Laravel project in the Visual Studio Code. Let's just wait till it loads. As we have already opened the project, you can see PizzaShop is on the top. That means the Visual Studio properly loaded our project. Now in the env file, you have to change the database name PIZZA to its Pizza2, and let that be everything should be as it is. And now you should see the pizza table is blank, and let me just create php artisan migrate. Now once the migrate is completed, you should see some tables getting created. In this case it's going to be 4. Let me just open the pizza2 again. 4 table. Now along with the 4 table, we just need to add one more table. So in that case, I'll be using the command called let's just use this. So not create this, click on enter. We are creating a model, and the model is created inside the app models and over pizza.php. Cool. Since we have created model, you can see in the migration there is the table create pizzas table. Here you could add some fields. So in this case we would be adding these fields. Let me just paste it here so that we can get an understanding. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so 7 times. So name is going to be string, 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then we have description. This can be text, and then we have small pizza price, medium pizza price, big pizza price, and then we have category, and then we have image. So let's just change the data type for each of the table. So let this be string, text, and this is going to be integer, and again this is going to be integer, and this is going to be string, and image is also going to be string. So once this is done, we can again migrate php artisan migrate. If there is no error, you will see a data called a table called pizza would be there, and you can see a id, credited, updated, name, description, pizza, and these other data which we need to be inserted with the help of form. So once this is done, so when I try to register something, let me register with my name, Vishal @gmail.com. Let me use the password as it is, and now I would be redirected to, I think the server is not running, php artisan serve. So now let me just log in with the created credentials. I hope it is created. On the users, you should see I think this is what I have used. Now you are logged in, and this is home. So here I need to modify some files. So in the public, so not in the public, in the resources, in the views, and this is where the home is coming from, and I need to create a file called create. Let me just create a file in the view.php. View should come, something come here, yes, control new file, and it's create.blade.php. This would be the file for, this would have the forms, and The next one is index.blade.php, which will show the list of inserted values. Now let me just see in the welcome. Let me just copy the home data and paste it into a create, and we don't need this. Let me just delete whatever inside card body, and this is 2, let this be 2, and let this be 10, and here I think let's just edit the web.php just to see create.blade.php. Web.php, where is web.php? In the routes, web.php. When there is a call for home, just open the. So before that, we need to create the controller. We need to create a controller. Let me just create a controller. Control C, paste, enter, and controller is created. The controller name is PizzaController. So app http controllers, and then we have PizzaController. So in the web.php, let me just copy this. When there is a call for create, just get into the create function and just name this as pizza.create. So this is just a name, we don't have to worry about this. But when there's a call for create, we have to get into the create function, and it should return view, which is create.blade.php. It's better that we have it inside a folder, but for this time let's just make as it is create. So if I run php artisan serve, and if I search for pizza, sorry, not for pizza, if I search for create, home controller, there's a semicolon mistake, and in the web.php, I hope everything, yeah, it's, you have to import the controller, which is PizzaController. Cool. Let's just see again. Yeah, you can see dashboard, and the create is working fine, create.blade.php. So you can name this as menus. Now inside the card body, we can have a list item dot, and here you can have create, and then we have view. Refresh this, create and view. Now we have to fill the form. I'll just copy paste it in a second, and here inside I'm just going to paste the form. So if I close it and refresh it, I'll show you what does that mean. Yeah, there are some routes not created, we'll do it right away. So you can see this is name, so label and input field, and description and category, sorry, these are the labels. Input field 1, input field 2, input field 3 are surrounded inside the deflex classes of bootstrap 5. Then we have category, then we have an image. So the major thing that we need to focus on is the name attribute, name description, name description, name pizza small, and name categories, and then we have name image. So we just have to focus on this, and along with the form we can write cross-site. This comes with Laravel. I'll show you what it is, because you know a token would be passed token would be passed to avoid cross-site forgery. Now we are sending form with image. That's the reason we need multi-part form data. Cool. Now what we need to do is we need to give a route. We need to create a route in the web.php. We don't need this. We need to create a route, and here in the route it's going to be store, and it's post. The method is post, and in the store we are going to call the store data. Route.store is the name, and let's just get into the PizzaController store. So here it is store. So here, since we have created a model, we have to import the model here. HTTP inside the HTTP. It's not namespace, it's use. Inside the app we have models, models. Inside the models we have pizza, pizza. Now we can use this pizza in the store, colon create. It's an array. So now we need to pass the name and value, so we can get the values. There seems to be an error. Let me see what it is. So before that, let me just dump the request. What we get, $request all. Now if I submit something, if there is no any error, the post method is not supported. So actually in the create.blade.php we have to use the method what we have used here, pizza.store. So this is the route name. So here we can use the route name inside the blade route, and let's try again. So I click on save. You can see these are the data. This is token, name, description. If you want, you can store it somewhere here. It would be useful. Name, description. So these are the name attributes. And then we have image. Now we can access these values with the help of the request, as we have already seen. Now let me just uncomment this, and here we will store this into a variable $name equal to, and now the name, we get the request name, description, small price, medium price, large price, category, the path. So you can see if I say request image, this is from the name attribute, and I'm using the store. So you see there is a folder called store. Here you would find storage. So here I am saying store this image. Once this is done, once this is saved, you will see a pizza folder, and inside the pizza folder there would be the image. So once everything works fine, then we have to redirect this to the index page. So let me create that route. And there's a call for index, it to the index file, and we'll just name this route as pizza.index. So we have to give this name to our controller here, pizza.index. Now in the web.php, as you have seen, the index is called. So in the controller, when there's a call for index, where is the index? Here we have index. When there's a call for index, just return the view for index. I know it's blank, let me just call this. Now if I type create and you should see a form. We shall description small 50, 180, 100, and then we have a category. Choose an image and click on save. Add named filler property in the assignment model pizza. Actually, in the model you have to write one more line of code, which is you should find something called filler guided. It's guarded. And if you click on refresh, it won't work because it's force method. Let's just make sure nothing is saved. Yeah, it got saved. Fine, that's not an issue. We shall do description. We shall description 100, 120, 150. Category. Choose a image. Save. It would be redirected to the method is not supported in route. I think it's force. It's not force. It's get. So now it's blank. It would be blank because let's just see the data is saved or not. The data is saved properly. So actually it's user table. It should be in the pizzas table. I'm looking at in the wrong. Visual 2 is saved. So let me just create again. Create Visual 3. Visual 3 description 150, 180, 200. Category. Choose an image. Click on save. Let me just see. Yes, Visual 3 is saved. As I said, the file that would be stored in the settings, sorry, storage, there should be a folder called pizzas. In the public, yeah, you can see inside the public we have a pizza. Inside the pizza we have 3 images which we have uploaded. Cool. Now the insert operation is working fine. It's time for the view operation. So to view, we have to get into the index.php, index.blade.php. This is create. Let me copy the whole thing and paste it in the index.php. So we don't need this form. We can remove this. We can delete this, and in place of this we need a what do you call, a table. So let's just get the bootstrap table. Let me just copy this and paste it here. We have these values. The first one is going to be number, then name. Let me just paste one more time. Description, small pizza price, medium pizza price, large pizza price, category, then image. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we need 8. We'll use a for loop here. Now in the index page on the controller, here we have index. So use the model which is pizza. Actually it's pizzas or pizza. Yeah, it's just pizza. And use the get method to store them into a variable and send them compact with the help of compact function. Now we can access this pizza in the index.blade.php. So with the help of for each loop, @for each $pizzas as key $pizza. I need to cross check whether the syntax is right. @end for each. Now just copy paste the table data, and here it's just key using the literals, and then description, and then surround them with the template literal. So here we will use a special function called storage. So here we can access them using store URL. It's a static method, and it should be inside image img. Table data. Let's just see the value, the populated value. If there is no error, you should see the list as it is in this page. It will first go for web.php, and here index, and it will go for index file, and it will get the values, and it will send it to the index page, and in the index page these data will be populated along with the for each loop. The store is, I think, storage, storage. And before that we need to link this public these images inside the public. So in that case we would do php artisan storage : link, and yes, now it is linked, and it's capital S, and you can see there seems to be a error. Table row. Cool. Let me try creating one more thing, and what we can do is get into the route web.php. we have to use the name properly. Route, I think it's pizza dot create, and pizza dot index. We can use the same for our create.blade.php. Refresh this. There's a syntax error. Yeah. Save, Control O, and in the index there would be same error because we have copy pasted it. create view. If I click on create and try to add one more thing, you are wonk pizza delicious wonk pizza 50 80 120, and the category is non-vegetarian, and you can choose this and click on save. It will be redirected to index, and you can see the CRUD operation is working as we thought. Thank you so much for listening. Meet you in the another CRUD operation.